The 2021 NFL Draft is here. It is 8 p.m. Thursday, April 29th, and I'm ready. All right, here they go. All right, I'm not going to be showing the screen for this one, though, because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm still going to be providing commentary. I'll still have the sounds on, but hey, I'm not going to be showing the screen. So let's get that clear right now. I'm going to make that perfectly clear. And when more people come in, I'm going to also clear it up that I'm not going to be showing the screen. All right, got Zach Wilson on the screen. And I'm sure some of these players that have already gotten the call, they're waiting for his announcement. We got Trey Lance. And Mac Jones. I'm curious where Mac Jones is going to go, though. Because and there's Trevor Lawrence. We don't even need to speculate. Trevor Lawrence will be going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's no need to speculate that. All right, let's get it going. Man, this is going to be a fun night. I cannot wait. I'm going into this knowing that, let's face it. I'm not going to be the most popular on here. But hey, you know what? I know it's not going to be that popular in here. But you know what? Hey, I enjoy being here live. I'm doing this for the fun. And that's the one thing I'd say. Always when you make your videos, do it for the fun. Do it because you enjoy it. Don't go on here and, don't go on here trying to worry about pleasing others necessarily. If you're really having fun with it, do it. Because if you're going on here worrying about pleasing others, you making these videos, you're not really looking forward to it. You're dreading the videos. That's not fun. That takes all the joy out of wanting to make these videos. Y'all don't want to do that. You want to be looking forward to it. You want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, you want to enjoy it. So definitely have fun with it. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm not really worried about the views. I want to enjoy this. And besides, I'm going to make a separate video reacting to the Eagles pick. So I'll definitely let my subscribers that got their own live stream see that one so they can see my reaction. Okay, now we're at we're at the filler part, you call it, the introductions and all that crap. Yeah, but today I've been off of Twitter today. I've been focusing on other stuff, my other work. I've been focused on that. So I'm doing that right there. Focusing on, we got to get through this right here. So to anyone that's here in the feel free to comment in the comment section. Get a little chat going here. While we're waiting for get past the introduction, we're actually waiting for the picks to come in. But regardless of what happens tonight, I'm definitely going to, regardless of what happens tonight. Oh, where is that? Yeah, but definitely the Eagles. I'm definitely going to be posting a video reacting to the Eagles pick. So I'm going to take my Eagles pick. I'm going to make a video out of it sometime tomorrow or something. I'm going to upload my reaction to the Eagles pick. Make that a separate video for those of my subscribers who got their own streams going, as I said. Okay, now we're showing the screen. We're showing Mac Jones and all those guys. But I've heard the rumor about Aaron Rodgers. I heard the story that Rodgers, he's not going to come back. He doesn't want to be back in Green Bay. And that he wanted to go to San Francisco. I've heard that one, but it'll definitely be interesting to see what's going to happen there with Rodgers. But the fact that it came out today around draft time, kind of odd. But I'll definitely be curious what happens there. But I haven't been paying attention to too many rumors because with the rumors, the way I see it with the rumors, a lot of times, you got to remember, these rumors come out right around the draft. Sometimes they intentionally put these rumors out to pique interest, and usually most of them end up being BS. Now, for the YouTubers, that works out because it gives them something to talk about, gives them more content to put out there. So that works out great for them. Now, I mean, I don't really talk about them in my vids because most of them end up being BS as it is anyway. Like the Jadeveon Clowney, Le'Veon Bell Eagles rumors past couple years. There was a little bit of Antonio Brown rumors, but they never really got going. So that's why I don't follow rumors. I've talked about that before in several vids. So today I'm not really paying attention to rumors, like especially the last minute ones, because they always do that to spark up interest. Now, some of them could turn out to be true, but we'll know what's true and what's not true once the picks are made. That's when we'll know, okay, yeah, these picks are going to, yeah, okay, this one, rumor's true. This one's, nah, this one's not true. This is true. We'll know when the picks are made. But for now, though, all I see it is talk. Any rumors that are coming up around draft time, they're talk. That's all they are. We'll know what's real and what's not real once the picks come in. Okay, I got Kirk Herbstreit. Oh, and I got this. Sometimes voice gets tired talking a lot, so I always make sure I bring this. Oh, now we're talking about last year's draft. Ugh. All right, this is the filler stage. We just start talking about random things. And for those of you that are in the stream, leave a comment in the chat. We can talk through the chat. You can leave a comment in the chat. I'll respond to you. So feel free to chat. Okay, and we got another commercial break. Well, that's how they make their monies off the. That's how the TVs they make their money with TV through the commercials. So they got to do what they got to do to get paid, and I'm not going to knock them for that. So I'll give them that. Oh, this is going to be a while. All right, now this is the filler part. Now I'm going to switch sports temporarily while we're waiting, kill some time. So in the NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers, they got their win over the Atlanta Hawks last night with our starters in, which is a good thing. Now, obviously, the Sixers team looks strong, and they look like contenders when they're healthy. But when they're not healthy, that has my concerns, both in turn, especially with the playoffs. It makes me wonder, are we going to be able to stay healthy? And I also have my concerns about whether or not the Eagles are actually going to be able to. No, the Eagles. The Sixers. That's my concerns about whether or not the Sixers are going to be able to stay healthy during the playoffs. And even if they do, I start to wonder, can the starters, well, obviously the bench has not been stepping up in their absence as of late. Can the starters carry that momentum for 4 straight series to the finals? So I do have some concerns about the Sixers this year. I mean, I just don't see the Sixers in the NBA being able to pull off this year. Maybe next year with a few key pieces, but the way they've been playing lately when they don't have their starters, I don't think they're going to make a run this year. Now, their win against the Hawks proved that they can still be contenders. They're obviously one of the top teams in the East, and they still could have a chance at first place. Obviously got the Brooklyn Nets are playing tonight against the Indiana Pacers. Nets were winning. It was in the first quarter last time I checked on that one. But I'm not looking at that because it's NFL draft night. We focused on the draft. So I'm not focused on that. And if we have the chance to draft a wide receiver at number 12, I hope we can get to it because I was seeing mock drafts on CBS Sports a little while ago before I put the stream on, and there were a few mock drafts on that had Devontae Smith going to the Eagles at number 12. And if we do draft a wide receiver, we're bound to eventually draft a good wide receiver. We've had a long history of not drafting wide receivers right. Because we took, we had Todd Pinkston, Freddie Mitchell, and we took Freddie Mitchell when there was both Chad Ochocinco and Reggie Wayne on the board in that instant. But we took Freddie Mitchell instead. And we have so many other, like Jordan Matthews, who was on and off the Eagles roster. He's not even in the NFL anymore, is he? No, I don't think so. I mean, Yeah, because Jordan Matthew. Yeah, because he's not even active at this point. Because what was he? What was he on the practice squad for the 49ers? Yeah, but we also got Josh Huff that draft. That didn't go anywhere. And now we got a musical performance by the Kings of Leon. Since the draft's in Cleveland, and Cleveland's the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not really paying too much attention. I'm not really a big fan of the. I don't care for the Kings of Leon. I do like some classic rock. There's some classic rock artists whose music I enjoy. I mean, my music tastes though vary all over the place. Like I can listen to some classic rock. I can also listen to some 80s rock, listen to some grunge, and even other genres, especially some old school rap, even some reggae. The only two genres I don't listen to are pop and country. I mean, I can listen to a little bit of pop. The only artist that's technically classified as country that I do listen to a little bit is Johnny Cash. I like some of his songs, but that's the only artist that's classified as country that I even listen to at all is Johnny Cash. But that musical performance got me thinking about music. I'm still waiting to actually get on with this draft before they put the Jaguars on the clock and they inevitably draft Trevor Lawrence. All right, maybe finally. All right, where are they at? All right, here he comes, Roger Goodell. We're about to finally get this going. He's going to announce the Jaguars are on the clock, and we know who they're going to take. Trevor Lawrence, it's inevitable. I'm really looking to get these first. I'm really looking forward most to the fourth pick with the Falcons because that's when it starts to get a little unpredictable because the first couple picks, there's the booze. And I give Roger Goodell credit for this, though. He's been a good sport about getting the booze at the draft. He's learned to embrace it and be a good sport about it. I'll give him that. Still not a fan of Roger Goodell, but I give him credit for at least learning to embrace it. He has done that. I remember when we was in Philadelphia a few years back in 2017 for a Super Bowl, we booed the you-know-what out of Roger Goodell. I'm still kind of trying to keep the filter on, but I'm kind of like, if the Eagles mess this one up, the filter's coming off in my reaction.
One thing that we missed the most was all our fans, all of you. And we can't wait. Bernie.
Yeah, they're cheering for Bernie Kosar. It's in Cleveland.
First Energy Stadium and every stadium across the league this season.
Yeah, I'll definitely look forward to the stadiums being back. I mean, some states might still have concerns about large crowds because depending on what states the games are played in, some states might not want a full capacity at stadiums. Then other states might be okay with it come season time. So we'll have to see what happens when we get closer to the season on that one. But yeah, I'm not going to turn this into anything political, man. This is not the place for it. This is the place to talk about sports. That's what I started this live stream for. That's what I'm doing this live stream for. That's what I'm going to talk about. If I'm going to a certain place to talk about a certain subject, that's what I go there to talk about. Here we're going to talk about sports. That's that. Okay, now Roger Goodell's all got Joe Thomas there as well. Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Random thought, I feel bad for Joe Thomas. He never got to play in a playoff game because he was with the Browns his whole career. He was loyal to the organization, but he never got to play in a playoff game. So I kind of feel bad for Joe Thomas in that regard. We talk about wasted players. We talk about Fitz being wasted, more so because he's a skill position player. At least Fitz got to start in a Super Bowl. At least Calvin Johnson got to start in a few playoff games. Joe Thomas didn't even see a playoff game. I mean, talk about a waste. All right, let's get on with it. Get on with it. This is the first time I actually find myself caring about, because usually if I'm watching the draft by myself, usually when I'm watching the draft, I don't have a camera on, I'm not reacting for anything. Usually I don't care. I'm like, all right, I kind of do a little bit, but at the same time, I'm a lot more patient about it. But now that I'm actually doing this here for YouTube, I'm a little bit less patient about them getting to it. It's the first time I felt that. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Pretty warm out by here in Brigantine. All right, now the Jaguars are on the clock. Okay. Looking forward to getting through these first couple picks, because some of these first couple picks, first three picks are pretty obvious what direction the teams are going in. Number one, we know who it is, Trevor Lawrence. Number two, number three, it's a matter of who goes for number two. Then that'll determine who. But then again, if 49ers decide to take him, or even the Jets decide to take a Mac Jones, it's not likely, but you never know. Who knows what'll happen from there? I mean, the Falcons pick is actually a little bit interesting because the Falcons pick, they could decide to draft a QB. They could decide to move on from Matt Ryan. They could go with a wide receiver to give Matt Ryan someone else to throw to. We'll see. So, yeah, that number 4 pick is going to be like the first pick that's interesting. Like the first pick where a team could go multiple directions with it. So that'll at least be interesting for that. I'm going to need some warm water. In case you're wondering where I got this water bottle, I got it last week. Got it last weekend at the gym. Where I went down. Yeah, I was down at the gym. The G-Code Nutrition were there. I wasn't even aware that they were doing an event at the gym, but I walked in and I started working with one of the trainers. And at the end, they gave me the bottle. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I love this water bottle. It fits so much water in there. COVID relief fund was something me and Marissa wanted to start. I think we raised around 20 or 25. All right, I need some more water. Community in Georgia and in upstate South Carolina. My involvement in raising awareness for the We Want to Play movement was just simply the wanting to play football. And the narrative was that we didn't want to play and that we felt unsafe. There was the majority of us that really didn't want to play. It was super important for us to make it work. What are you doing over there? Everything truly good in life comes from being brave and stepping into uncomfortable. I'm on the journey now of discovering how I can use my voice, platform, and influence to lift others up and stand for those who shouldn't have to stand alone. I want my life to be about helping people and not all by myself. All right, I'm back. Really, Trevor Lawrence is an extraordinary player, but an extraordinary off the field as well. And obviously, we've had the pleasure. And they're already doing an interview with Trevor Lawrence while the Jaguars are on the clock. It's kind of, I mean, we've all know it. We've all been saying they're going to get Trevor Lawrence, and they're interviewing him while the Jags are on the clock. And I put it on quotes because I get feeling just like everyone else. Yeah, we already know it's coming. We know they're going to take Trevor Lawrence. Just announce it already. Get this thing on. But I guess what, they have time to fill for TV, so they're going to do what they got to do to fill the time. And they feel, I guess, the longer they're on the air, the more potential revenue they can get. I guess maybe they feel they want to give some people some time to get tuned in before they announce the pick. That could be another reason why they wait.
expectations, man. And like Maria said, off the field, on the field, he's a tremendous leader. The guy just came in to answer the call as a true freshman. He deserves the spot that he's in tonight, Kurt. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Kind of checks all the boxes, but you know.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell. Yeah, I respect Trevor Lawrence definitely. Yeah, he's the one like must get prospect in this draft. So let the Jaguars get him. Make the announcement. Move on to number 2. I mean, we know the Jets are going for a QB. Just a matter of which QB they go for. Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Mac Jones. It's only a matter of who they take, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a bit, though. This is going to be a bit. I definitely give a shout out to the people that stream the first rounds because you got a lot of content you got to fill. You got a lot of content you got to fill, especially if you don't have that many people in your stream and you're not getting people in the live chat to communicate with to kill the time. You got to come up with some material to talk, to be entertaining, to kill the time. But I salute you for doing what you're doing. I salute you. If there is anyone in the live chat, hey, if anyone, feel free to comment in the live chat. Let's get a discussion going for a bit. Let's have some fun with this thing, all right? Let's have some fun with this thing.
And I think now you can kind of see that he's a complete project. He's a complete prospect coming out and getting ready to kind of take that next step. Urban Meyer, when he came on, became the head coach, he called me and wanted to talk about what I saw.
Okay. All right, here we yeah, let's see. Ooh, now I'm looking around on Facebook to kill the time, man. We gotta get this thing going. I got A to D Radio on their A to D live page. They got their stream going. Gonna hit the like button to show them support. Shout out A to D Radio. I discovered them in 2018. I've been following them ever since. Following their shows. Remember, I was most disappointed when the Philly sports guys showing off there. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out A to D Radio. I've been following them for a while. You know, there's others that are doing their live streams too. Key into Buildings doing a live stream. Lord Brunson's going live. Philly 500. They're all going live. They're doing what they're doing. Okay. All right. How much longer before this? Jacksonville area. I visited the Jacksonville area one time. Nice area, nice scenery. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Make the announcement. We all know who it is. Let's go. Okay, I gotta be more patient. I can't keep whining and bitching about this the whole time. The more I do that, the more it's going to look badly on me. It's not going to help matters. So I got to do. I'm going to enjoy the ride. All right. How much power do I have? About to change the culture there. Oh, yeah, he will. One of the things that happens, and we're going to talk so much about quarterbacks tonight, maybe there are going to be 5, possibly another one at the end of the all right, the picks. All right, pick is in. Here we go. All right, they're about to announce it. You can build your program around. And Todd has said it many times, there's no such thing as can't miss. Right. But as close as it gets, that's a tremendous place to start. Yeah, I mean, this guy has the highest grade, as I said, going back to 2012 with Andrew Luck. Yeah, it's hard to find faults. I mean, you can look at some of the intermediate, some different little things, but from a mental and physical standpoint,
He's as good as you can get as a number 1 overall pick. And he brings the intangibles to the table you want as well. They're so hungry in Jacksonville. They had some Minshew mania for Gardner Minshew, the former Washington State.
All right, pick is in. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Who's coming out? They're bringing someone out to announce the pick. Who are they bringing out for this? Who are they bringing out?
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence.
There it is. All right, we got the obvious one out the way. Now it's the number 2 pick. Question is who the Jets take. Justin Fields, Trey Lance, even a Mac Jones, or even a Zach Wilson. Who do they go for? Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, or even a Mac Jones? This pick, so even though we know it's a QB, it's curious who that QB will be. We know the Jets haven't had a good QB in a long time. You had Broadway Joe. But Broadway Joe is very overrated. Very overrated. Very overrated. If you really look at Joe Namath's career statistics as a whole, he really was not that great a quarterback. If you do your research on Joe Namath and your history check on him, he had that one great year where he led the Jets to Super Bowl III. But then you had Chad Pennington, one of the better quarterbacks they had. Of course, they've had a lot of busts. They had Sam Darnold's a bust. Geno Smith, Mark Sanchez. Curious what the Jets are going to do here. But we can talk about the other teams all we want to. We can talk about them all. But you know what? Well, we can talk about them all we want. I can't have no room to talk about other teams because my team, the Eagles, there's a lot of uncertainty about them. So I'm not going to be talking too much about other teams because the Eagles need a lot of help too. And like I've said numerous times, they have to get this draft right. And they cannot draft a QB at all. If Mac Jones is on the board, don't do it. Do not take a QB. No. Draft a position of need. Get Micah Parsons if he's on the board. Get a wide receiver, maybe Devontae Smith or Terrence Marshall Jr. on the board. Get them. Maybe get Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn if they drop that far, but do not take a quarterback with the number 12 pick. Now listen in this Trevor Lawrence interview.
Congratulations, number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. What an amazing moment for you. How do you describe this moment with all your friends and family?
It's pretty surreal. Obviously, this has been like the dream for the past few years, and like I've said before, I didn't even dream this as a kid. So really special, and just having all the people that I care about here and watching, it's really hard to explain, honestly. I was like super nervous before and just so excited to be a part of the Jacksonville community. Thank you, Mr. Khan, the whole Jaguars coaching staff, management. Thank you guys so much for trusting in me and the fans. I'm super excited to come down to Jacksonville and play for you guys, and I just can't wait to go to work.
We've heard our analysts say it this evening. This has basically been predestined and expected of you since the 8th grade. This moment right here, and it's here. What's it been like to carry that weight?
I mean, it's not always easy. Sometimes it's heavy, but I think just surrounding yourself with good people, that's something I've always tried to do. I've learned a lot here in Clemson, obviously, about becoming a man and a leader and all those things, and under Coach Sweeney especially. And I'm really just so thankful for my family and my friends and the people that are around me every day. It's kind of who keeps me grounded. It's just super special to have them all be a part of it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you.
Okay. If Trevor Lawrence has really had that since the 8th grade, he's done a good job keeping that weight. Good job maintaining that pressure. Well, at least we got a few good stories this year. Remember last year, all the sad stories from the draft. Hell yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of sad stories last year, but at least we're starting with a happy story this year. Makes the viewing experience more enjoyable.
The picture of him proposing to Marissa, his knee wasn't on the ground totally when the picture was taken. I was sort of wondering.
Whatever. All right, now let's see what the Jets have to do here. And wow, already 30 minutes. We're about 31 minutes into this thing already. Wow. Whew, that flew by pretty fast. Okay. All right.
The Jets have been the worst team. They have had the worst quarterback play, and you see what they've done in 2020.
Oh, yeah, look at how the Jets have been really for the better part of 20 years now. In the 2000s, they had a few okay years, made the playoffs a couple times. Then the 2010s, they had that one season they made it to the AFC Championship game. Ever since then, they've been terrible. That carried over into 2020. Oh, yeah, the Jets-Panthers trade they're talking. All right, and the Jets pick is in, so we'll get the announcement. We know they're getting a QB, but the question is who? Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields. Oh, they're showing Zach Wilson on the screen. All right, let's go. All right, we'll see.
What was it that separated Zach Wilson to the Jets from Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Justin Fields?
Okay, based off what they're saying, looks like it's going to be Zach Wilson. What we need to do is wait for the announcement. We're on to the 49ers. All right.
The recall was different. Interesting. I mean, I think the thing that Zach Wilson has taken off, if there's been a quarterback that's taken advantage of the system of working out, showing what you can do.
All right, let's get to it.
And he took advantage of it, and he became the prospect coming into the night. Zach Wilson out of college is known for producing great quarterbacks in Brigham Young. The pick is now in for the Jets. We expect that it is Zach Wilson.
All right, make it official. Make it official. That's all I'm saying. Make it official. Here we go. All right, Roger Goodell's walking out right now. He's got a Jets fan. Who's that right there? Guy sitting in the chair with the Jets jacket on. Who is that? Okay, here we go.
In the 2021 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Zach Wilson.
Yep, Zach Wilson. There we go. Okay, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson off the board. Now, 49ers next, number 3. We know which direction they're going in. Question is, who's it going to be? Trey Lance, Justin Fields, maybe even Mac Jones? We'll find out in a few more minutes. Here he comes. Here comes Zach Wilson. Wow, that's a long ramp. Oh, he's high-fiving some of the Jets fans. No, that's a good way to start off on the right base with your new team's fan base. All right, there we go. There's the jersey. There it is. There's the jersey.
He needs to win his job going into 2020, and he drives 10 hours from Provo to Orange County. There's his whole family watching this big moment. Very special moment for that young man. But really showed that dedication to get better as a quarterback, to improve with John Beck during that time of COVID. But this is no big surprise.
Okay, so now the number 3 pick. 49ers are on the clock. We're going to find out who it is soon enough. Yeah, obviously the 49ers need a new QB. You also need a new training staff, too, so they make sure they can stay healthy. But then again, I'm an Eagles fan. Who am I to talk about another team's inability to stay healthy? I'm in no position to talk about that.
Coming true today. What a special moment. Look at that embrace right there. That's what it's all about. Congratulations to Zach Wilson.
Showing Zach Wilson interacting with his family.
His dad goes to Utah, and he doesn't get recruited by Utah. He ends up going to BYU, and he wears a wristband, prove them wrong. He has got a chip on his shoulder. I love that about any quarterback.
Okay, got the door closed. It's starting to get a little chilly in here. I gotta go close the backyard door.
He may have the livest arm in the draft of the quarterbacks as far as the ball exploding out of his hand. But you can see where he's really, I think, risen is the off platform. The ability to improvise, create, do some things, even in his pro workout. So I think coming out of the system that he played, and then going Todd to go to the Jets, they're going to play a style offense. I think very nicely into what they're going to try to do there. Perfectly. And I love show where he's rolling to.
Yep. A little bit tired, but that's all right. I'll make it through. No worries. I'm going to make it through. Okay, Niners got about 5 minutes left on the clock before the pick comes in. Before they announce it. Okay, here. Here we go. All right, here we go. Where are we?
That's what I want to know. You lived in that NFL world. Everybody talks about the New York market, that baby face. They call it the baby face assassin. How's he going to handle all of that? The big lights and the big stage and the media.
I'm scrolling through my screen here. Scrolling through Facebook. Kill some of this time. That's the thing, though, about streaming the draft. A lot of filler, though. But you know, it's all good. But what else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about that's interesting? Oh, the Sixers play the Hawks again tomorrow night. Hopefully we get that second straight win. Definitely use the help of that. We could also use the Brooklyn Nets losing a few games. But we will see what happens. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. See what happens.
But then BYU
Here's the story.
Gamble on a young quarterback and his future began to take shape. Zach has not forgotten, though, that feeling of being overlooked. He's played his entire career with one mentality: prove them wrong.
And he'll have the opportunity to do that, especially with a team like the Jets.
I got to prove them wrong wristband actually on my wrist right now. It was something I adopted back at BYU. It was always me trying to prove someone or a group, just kind of in general, to prove them wrong. And I just always felt like that was the chip on my shoulder.
Throw from Zach Wilson.
My freshman year, I thought I had a job, but the coaches started the senior and they wanted to. And I just always felt,
Got to stay hydrated during this one. Same time, gotta be careful not to drink too much water.
Any team, time, or place. There you go.
I just kind of, tried to have that thing that separates you on the field. I just kind of want to have that swag to myself.
Okay. All right. Just the pick and I.
Well, Zach is actually joined by his three brothers.
Man, who should the 49ers? The 49ers.
He was the guy who was looking.
They might go with a Justin Fields. They might go with Trey Lance. Maybe even Mac Jones. But then again, we've been hearing a lot of talk, and usually they always talk the day of. A lot of gossipy talk to get people paying attention, get the ratings up a little bit. But now none of that matters now, because now we're at the draft. It's the real deal, and that's what counts the most. That's where it counts the most. You can have all the hype you want. You can hype it up this, hype it up like that. But as Flavor Flav from Public Enemy said in that famous song, don't believe the hype. Don't, as I'll say, don't believe the hype, believe the results.
So what does it mean to you to see your baby son going off to New York?
All right.
Well, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty far from home, and we
Here
sent
we
our
go.
boys to BYU so that we could see them and they'd stay close to our family, and so it's going to be an adjustment. But I, for one, actually love New York, and I'm excited for him to get out there and show everybody what he's made of.
All right, well, Lisa, I got something to tell you. New York loves you too now. I hope you enjoy the concrete jungle. All right, Reese, back to you.
Pick is in. Niners are up. Here we go. What is going to happen? Now, the number 4 pick after this is the first one where I actually wonder what position's going to. Don't remind me of the 49ers Dolphins trade. Remind me of what we could have had at number 6, man. Because we were part of that trade too. Don't remind us of me of that. But at the same time, it's already happened. What I'm saying is, don't remind me of what could have been. If we forget about the fact that we could have had the number 6 pick, I'm not going to be as upset about it. I'm still going to be upset about it, but not as much as I would have. Not as much with it as I would with it being thrown in my face, if you will. But wow, 41 minutes into this thing already. All right. Wow, this is going by pretty fast. All right, here it goes.
In the 2021 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
North Dakota State.
Okay, now it's Justin Fields and Mac Jones for the QBs. I'm actually hoping that both guys get taken by number 12. That way, I will be able to watch without any concern that the Eagles are going to take a QB at number 12. So I hope both guys get it. I don't have to worry about that. Doesn't help ease the situation. I still have to worry about who they're going to draft, knowing Howie Roseman's in charge for this team right here. At least if we get the QBs off the board, it'll make it a little bit easier and a little less nerve-wracking to watch. I gotta grab a snack. A little hungry.
And it was going to be Mac Jones and Kyle Shanahan's mind, according to everyone I've talked to. And that means that in the time they spent on Zoom and the workouts and going through the process and doing due diligence, that Trey Lance absolutely sold himself to Kyle Shanahan. And I also think that, too. Kyle Shanahan lost the Super Bowl because Matt Ryan couldn't get out of a sack and wound up getting out of field goal position. Second half of the San Francisco game against the Super Bowl against Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes just goes off because of his mobility. I think he sees in Lance a player that can add something to his system with that mobility.
Okay, got my pair here.
Shanahan's in the Super Bowl with that style quarterback. Who's to say Trey Lance can't be that same style quarterback? You know, if he can't absolutely ball out, absolutely add the athletic.
Absolutely. I mean, a guy is 6'4", 224 pounds. He can make all the throws. And you talk to other coaches, you talk to coaches at North Dakota State, they say this guy's maturity was off the charts. I think that's how he won over San Francisco and Kyle Shanahan. He's a weapon in the run game. When he's out there, he's always looking to throw. But if he decides to tuck the ball and run it, he's going to put a linebacker or a safety in the position where they're going to have to make a business decision. I just love the way that he always bet on himself. This is a young man, guys, who in high school was told you can never play quarterback.
Yeah, I went with the pair. I don't want to get caught up eating a bunch of sugary shit and a bunch of junk food. So I went with the pair.
When everybody doubted him and told him he could not play quarterback at the college level, what did he do? He just said, you know what?
When we say sugary shit, I mean like the unhealthy sugars. So I went with the pair.
In the 2021 draft, you have to love a young man who bets on himself despite all the doubters and haters.
Yeah,
Trey Lance.
that comes from his family, just the values he learned from home. I'll say this:
We're still waiting on the Falcons.
Football in this country and college football, where it's shocking.
All right.
A lot of times there's a sign on the side or a one-word call.
Let's see where my power's at.
You can say FCS all you want. You watch the film in North Dakota State. 42% of the time, he's under center. If you think about
Okay, we still get some power.
even in the NFL, we're seeing shotgun, 3 receivers. receivers.
Right.
San Francisco.
Let me make sure I have enough power to get through this first round. If I can't get through this first round, worst case scenario, I at least make it to number 15, number 20 at least, make it through most of the first round.
Perfectly. That's why Shanahan was meticulous
Hmm.
on thinking, oh, Matt Jones is the guy. And then he kept looking.
Hmm.
Went back to this, and he said, Trey Lance, most humble, most engaging guy you're ever going to meet. So he's got everything.
Okay, so
Tangibles with the humility and the dedication.
so Kirk Herbstreet's talking about how Kyle Shanahan liked Trey Lance.
Jones having the highest football IQ. I think this guy, when I study him on tape, Trey Lance is as fast a processor as any of the quarterbacks in this class.
Yeah.
Because he is under center, and he's reading coverages. He goes from 1 to 2 to 3 as fast as any quarterback in this class, and that's what Kyle Shanahan wants in his
And they
offense.
put a lot on his plate, too, as a quarterback. Yeah, he was changing protection and everything.
It is probably worth mentioning that if you're an NFL fan, you know that Aaron Rodgers voiced his displeasure and his lack of desire to stay in Green Bay. Does that have anything to do with how this might wind up? Would he wind up in San Francisco and Trey Lance be the guy the Packers want? All of that could unfold, or maybe it won't, as we rejoin Faria Taylor.
Well, Reese, all of you guys have talked about Trey Lance's maturity, and part of that is because he's looked up to his father, Carlton Lance, in more ways than one. In fact, Trey wore his father's NFL Combine outfit from 3 decades ago as soon as he could fit into it. The clothes served as an inspiration throughout his life, all leading up to this moment right here.
Talk to me about your dad, Carlton. Obviously, he played and had a great career himself.
Okay.
He posted on Twitter his combine. I think it was number 22 as a DB.
Let's listen
that
in.
year in the combine. You held on to those workout clothes from the year that he went through that. Has that been something that has inspired you?
My mom was actually the one to show me all my dad's stuff. I've been wearing it since, for as long as I can remember, since I could fit into it, since I could keep the pants up, honestly. So
Okay.
that was always a goal of mine, just being able to do something that he did, just because I know everything he's done for me and making him proud at the end of the day is kind of why I do what I do.
And now we're joined by Dad, Carlton Lance, and the entire family. And Dad, I gotta ask you, you're hearing your son say that you served as an inspiration. Now he's a top 3 pick in an NFL draft. What does that mean to you?
We're just blessed. I mean, we can't. Trey put in the work.
This is gonna.
Listening to his coaches and.
All right, at least this one we're gonna at least have be a little bit interesting because we got a situation with the Falcons. Falcons pick is in. Curious what position they might draft here.
Right there. Trey Lance, number 3 overall, headed to the San Francisco 49ers. Congratulations, family.
All right, here we go. All right, here it goes.
So quarterback going off the board. That's the first time this century that's happened. Only the 3rd time in the common draft era.
Okay.
1967.
Good to know I live streamed this one then. This is a historical one.
It went Plunkett, Archie Manning, Dan Pastorini. Okay. And in 99.
Okay.
Tim Couch, Donovan McNabb, and Achilles Smith.
Oh yeah. Yep, we remember that one. And y'all booed McNabb because they didn't take Ricky Williams. But who was right about that one? Most certainly wasn't the fans that booed that night, but that's not even important right now. Now we got the number 4 pick. Atlanta Falcons are up.
In the 2021 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle Pitts.
Oh, Kyle Pitts went to the Falcons. Well, as far as Kyle Pitts, even if we did have the number 6 pick, we wouldn't have gotten him, obviously, now the Falcons took him. But that suggestion of Kyle Pitts isn't so much of a loss now because we wouldn't have gotten him anyway. But now we got the Bengals are on the clock. We'll see what they do. All right. Here we go. I'm down. All right, Kyle Pitts is walking out right now. He's making his walk down.
very capable and explosive after the catch. I think he's the most unique tight end prospect that I've evaluated in 20
What was that?
If you put a linebacker or safety on him, he's
Yeah, I heard something. Might have been outside. I'm not.
too small. So he's a pretty
Okay. May have been a few houses down. Sounds like fireworks. Sound like a firework. Let me make sure I digest. I might enjoy some.
Right, he also exactly. He's worked well with tight ends. Oh yeah, his hands on Kyle Pitts. That's a great good about it. Tell you what, Kyle Pitts is like the eighth wonder of the college football world to me. Just a physical freak. Crazy catch radius, athletic, looks like a wide receiver. Man, it's just unbelievable what this young man can do. So, in that Atlanta Falcons outfit, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with Kyle Pitts. Yeah, you watch him on tape, and the first thing that jumps out is how are you going to get him and press him and get him rerouted? You can't because he's so quick and athletic. And you watch his ability to get in and out of breaks, and it's just the understanding. See ya.
Get like okay, who is all right? Number 5, yep. Cincinnati Bengals.
And they're using him in different spots. So yeah, moving him around because of his skill set. You can line him up in line like a traditional tight end. You can flex him out. You can line him out as a wide receiver just to try to find matchups.
Okay, let's see.
Every week, they're not just going to look at Julio really and how to defend them. They may start with the rookie and how are we going to build our package to stop him. So he's never going to be Gronk in line. But I say this, I appreciated studying this kid. The improvement he made from 2019 to 2020 as a blocker, effort on the move,
okay.
down the field, trying to spring other receivers open for long games.
All right. So number 5 pick. The Bengals are on the clock. Looks like they're going to go for an offensive line. That Penny Sewell guy he might be next. He might be going number 5. I'm going to predict they're going to go with him because they need an offensive tackle to protect for Joe Burrow. They need, because you saw last year that lack of offensive line, it got to him. So they're going to need an offensive line. They really should have addressed the offensive line years ago, but they didn't. We're going to a commercial break.
Walter, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance?
Pick goes in during a commercial break. Okay, pick in during the commercial break. That could be a. Let me find the picks in during a commercial break, mid-commercial. Although obviously wait till they finish the commercial and then they'll announce it. They're not going to do it mid-commercial. Man, okay, so the key skilled player positions we need. We already got Kyle Pitts is gone. Definitely be paying attention to the number 10 and number 11 picks. See what happens there. Because that's in number 10, number 11, number 12. That's the NFC East right there. When does Washington go? When do they go again? When does Washington go again? Washington.
All those rookies waiting for that call tonight. I got a little piece of advice for you. Don't let anybody tell you that don't matter in this game.
Washington don't go to a little bit, so they.
You feel good? Oh, you prime time good. NFL draft, first round pick, Deion Sanders.
Washington, they go 19. So Washington don't go till 19. Yeah, so they don't go till 19. We got. Yeah, they don't go to 19. We gotta wait. Wait.
We started with computers. We didn't stop at computers.
What's going on?
We didn't stop at storage or cloud. We kept going, working with our customers to
to enable a kind of technology that can guide an astronaut back to safety. And help make a hospital come to you instead of you going to me. So when it comes to your business, you know we'll stop at nothing.
Tomorrow, rise and shine from on top of the world. Now, with so much hope for a brighter summer, as the country reopens, we celebrate together, soaring in the skies with hot air balloons. The spectacular event live tomorrow on.
Okay, we're at commercial break. All right, Bengals pick is in. Let's get it going. Let's get it going because this is starting to get a little bit. Oh, it's a little bit boring. I'm waiting to see what's happening here.
This is for all the footballers, all the QBs, sidesteppers, and end zone dancers. The NFL celebrates every level of the game with leagues for every kind of play. Let's play. Learn more at playfootball.com.
All right, here we go. We're back. They're going to announce the pick. They don't stop believing. Okay, here we go. All right, night to night sky. So Clara, here we go. Here we go.
Not great protection until he got hurt. So now the Bengals, the choice is yours. The choice is Joe Burrow. And here's the numbers. I feel like I watched some Bengals fan. It seemed like he got hit every time he dropped back to throw, whether they were sacks or knockdowns, and finally caught up to him with the knee injury.
Yeah, I'm surprised Burrow didn't end up going out a lot sooner with all those hits he took, because he took a ton of hits. I think they need to take an offensive tackle. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, obviously, my team has a lot of needs, too. Okay. Could be bad. Okay. I'm waiting for the pick to get in. All right. Yep, absolutely. That's why I feel they're going to end up going with, with an offensive tackle here. Here we go.
In the 2021 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Ja'Marr Chase.
Well, they did need a wide receiver, too, but there goes another guy. There goes another wide receiver. Oh, there goes their wide receiver. There goes Kyle Pitts. There goes Ja'Marr Chase. We could have got Devontae Smith if we didn't trade down with this one. Or we could have got a Terrence Marshall. We had more leverage, but he might be off the board. All those guys might be off the board by then. Hopefully we can get someone like a Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn, but we'll see. I'll be back.
He has excellent hands. He's built like a running back, especially down low. So he breaks tackles, runs through arm tackles. Really, really good route runner. But Kurt, this guy, anything you want him to do, outside, slot, he can do it all. And he's going to hook up with his guy, Joe Burrow from LSU. So I think that probably has as much to do. It's a great class of receivers, and they select the more physical Ja'Marr Chase. For fans, this guy, he did this a lot in 2019. His downfield ball skills, adjustment, body control is as good as you're going to find coming out of the college game. And his familiarity, I think, with Burrow was probably the tipping hand to end up the Bengals maybe making that selection. Maybe Joe, like Todd, you indicated, maybe he got into their ear a little bit and said, no, this guy's the real deal. All I know is when we go into production meetings with Ja'Marr Chase, it was all business. Like sometimes they like to have a look. This guy was a business because he had the game the next day. 6 feet, 201 pounds, runs a 4.3. saying 6'2" when you run a 4.5. That's having it both.
And then last year, I thought Devontae Smith from Alabama had one of the best, maybe the best season I've ever seen from a wide receiver. I had to go back to the tape in 2019 to kind of remind yourself, oh, wait, this is why I think this guy's a number one receiver, because he's so physically gifted. He has everything that you look for. I remember watching him against A.J. Terrell, who was a first-round pick last year. That was ugly. And he smoked him. That was ugly. 9 of 21. Yeah, for the national championship game. He reminds me a lot just physically of Amari Cooper. I think he can be that kind of player, maybe even.
All right. Now I'm back. Okay, Dolphins pick is in. Let's see who we lost out on now. Getting closer and closer. The inevitable number 12, and we know what's going to happen. Oh, man. Hopefully I have enough power to make it till number 12.
Yeah, I think he's thinking 10,000 more. Let's do 10,000 more. But for the first time in the common draft era, we have a quarterback and a wide receiver drafted in the top 10 to the same team. They're coming from the same team. The first thing you said, David Pollack, was
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Interesting fact.
It doesn't really matter. Guys that can win immediately. And listen, the difference between Jamar Chase and I think offensive line later in the draft, I think the difference is a little bit bigger.
All right, let's
I
see
love
what
that
happens.
they got Joe another weapon. They addressed the offensive line in the offseason, but this is a superstar who you've seen work with this quarterback.
And I've seen do it against first-round talent at quarterback in college. As we recap what's happened so far, guys, we talked about the big drama being San Francisco at number 3. Which quarterback were they going to take?
Okay, Dolphins are on the clock. Let's see. We're about to find out who we could have had. Who could we have had? Who could have fell to us at number 6 that the Dolphins are going to get instead? Let's find out any moment when the pick is in. Okay. Man, but I'm telling you, that number 12 pick, I'm telling you. What's this thing? Yeah, number 12. Still got time for number 12, so see what's going on here.
And Maria, the Miami Dolphins are
There you go.
last year they took Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback from Alabama, and we might have
Okay.
opportunity for college teammates to be reunited. Look at what the Dolphins have in terms of draft.
Let's see.
Over the
Okay.
next 3 years, they've been very active leading up to this draft to position themselves. Yeah, Chris Greer, their general manager, is doing a really good job. This organization
Here we
finally
go.
has stability, and you've seen them be smarter.
Okay.
building for the
Still
future.
waiting.
And now, you've got Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, so all right, Dolphins are going to pick, and then Dolphins in. We know the Giants and Cowboys are going in. No, by number 12, we know number 12 will be the third team in the NFC East to take a pick, which is another reason it's such a shame we traded down, because if we had the number 6 pick, we would have had the leverage of being the first team in the NFC East to draft. But we traded down to being the third team in our division to draft. We let 2 of our rivals get position of need. That's really stupid during a time period where all 4 teams are looking for help. We're in a division where all the teams are looking for help, but we gave up that leverage. It's another thing that makes it so disappointing. I mean, I know it's a Dolphins pick, but I can't help but think about it because this was originally supposed to be ours before we traded down. Can't help but continue to think about that. Say, hey, this could have been our pick. But we'll have to see what happens there. All right, here it is. The pick is in. The Miami Dolphins select.
The Miami Dolphins select Jalen Waddle, wide receiver, Alabama.
Jalen Waddle. Now Tua is reconnected with one of his former receivers. So back-to-back picks. 2 teams pick wide receiver. Their second-year quarterbacks that played with in college. That can work out, especially if you have other positions covered. You have help at other positions. You give your quarterback someone they've developed chemistry with, they're familiar with. You hope they have the same magic at the pros that they had in college. It's a strategy that it's at least worth taking a chance on to see if it works. Might work out better for some teams than it will others, depending on their roster, coaching staff, positions, and needs. That all depends on how that works out. Curious what. Okay, so the Detroit Lions come up next, number 7. What happens next? So we still got Mac Jones and Justin Fields at quarterback. I'm hoping they get taken by number 12. That way I don't have to worry about the Eagles drafting a QB. But then again, who knows who the Eagles are going to take? Who knows who the Eagles are going to take? So I'm a little bit worried about that one. And I already got myself ready in case it happens. Got myself prepared to react in case they do that. What goes on there? Okay, so we're going to see where this gets going. Okay. So, yeah. The Detroit Lions are on that. Yeah, it's kind of sucks when you don't really have much to talk about. Waiting to see what goes on next, man. Still disappointed that we didn't get that number 6 pick. Because we could have had that leverage to draft a Jalen Waddle or a Terrence Marshall Jr. or Devontae Smith. Now, then again, maybe Devontae Smith falls to us. We get him. Maybe we get a Micah Parsons. Maybe if J.C. Horner, Patrick Surtain are available, we get those guys. So there's at least 4 to 5 options in terms of picks we can get in this first round with the number 12 pick, depending on where everyone lands. Out of the 5 names on there, there's got to be at least one of those guys available to us at number 12. I believe there's got to be at least one of those guys available we can draft. We can at least get that. I got to believe it's going to have at least one available. Now, will Howie Roseman actually make that pick? Knowing his history, I still have my doubts about it. We're going to see what's going to happen. And I saw A to D radio show the Clubber Lang meme from the Pain with the what's the prediction for the draft tonight? Pain. Saw that meme, and that's kind of what I feel like it's going to be about. And that's where I got my line. That's where I got my line from for yesterday's video that I did. We'll see what happens. Oh, my goodness. But yeah.
And we know the weapon that Jalen Waddle is, but did you know that the first time Jalen touched a ball for the varsity high school team in Texas, he was a freshman special teams reserve?
Okay, so pretty soon the Lions will make their pick. That means we're getting a little bit closer. We're getting a little bit closer to that number 12 pick. All right. Says nobody's in right now.
Thomason, Reggie Bush, Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, bringing back memories, man. Bringing back memories.
Oh, Magic, for sure.
Initially LT and Chad Ochocinco. Well, we could have had Chad Ochocinco in 2001, like I said.
My major was criminal justice, NCIS, law and order, criminal
minds.
I rewatched that like 3-4 times.
CSI.
I'm like a
CSI Miami.
I like When I See You, Fantasia, like Still by Maya. Miley Cyrus. It's like
Oh, God. Miley Cyrus? Oh, dude. Yep. That happens to all of us. We all had that childhood crush who was a grown adult or who was a little bit older than us. And we always find out they're married. That's why they're called a childhood crush. Okay. Yeah, we're not worried. Okay, so we got this.
In the common draft era, the quarterback wide receiver combo of college teammates
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, back to back here. Okay, so the Lions are on the clock. We'll see what happens. I know we got the Lions on the schedule this year. And hopefully we'll beat them this time. Hopefully it's not like the last time we played them in 2019 where we got absolutely embarrassed at home by the Lions. Hopefully that's not going to happen here. Okay, Sua. Okay, so we got number 7. Okay, so Lions, it's in. All right, here we go.
With the 7th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Penei Sewell.
That's and there goes Sewell. I thought the Bengals might take him. Then he went to the Lions. So now the Panthers are on the clock next. Looks like they might go for their QB, but it was Sam Darnold in that trade, so I don't know what's going on here. Yep, and okay, so we gotta wait to get through that. We got the number 9 pick after that. So then we'll see what happens then. Oh wait, who's number 9 again? Broncos number 9. Then we got Bronco. Oh yeah, right. The Broncos are number 9. Then the Giants and Cowboys 10 and 11. And then we're going. Yep, Cowboys and Giants. Yeah, what was it again? Oh yeah. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna go through that. We got the Panthers, Broncos, Cowboys, Giants, and we're up number 12. All right. Could either be something good or this could be really bad. It could be more pain. Let's see what happens. Next. Okay. Gotta stay hydrated. Got to stay hydrated. Especially as we're getting closer to the summer months. Gotta continue to stay hydrated. I gotta refill this thing.
He's got a younger brother in about 2 years. Study up on linebacker. This is some of the drama with the 2 quarterbacks. Mac Jones from Alabama on your left, Justin Fields from Ohio State on your right. How much longer will their wait be tonight?
It's time to hit refresh.
Okay, we're at a commercial break now. Mute this TV for a little bit. Now I'm going to see what's going on in the NBA real quickly while we're at it. Okay, let's see. What else is going on? Hoping the Nets are losing to Pacers. Long shot, but we will see what's happening. Where were we? Oh, the Nets are beating the Pacers 125, 113, 147 left. Oh, man. I had doubts that they were going to come through, but I was hoping somehow the Pacers would come through and beat the Nets. I obviously had my doubts about it, but I was kind of hoping they'd at least come through. Yeah, but obviously that's not going to happen. No surprise there. But anyway, Not gonna worry too much about basketball because it's NFL draft night. So we're gonna switch gears back to the NFL draft. All right, pick is in. We're gonna wait for these commercials. Panthers will be in. Then we'll move on to the Broncos at number 9. Then we got the Cowboys, Giants, and you know what time it is. I'm going to react to it. Could either be something really good that I feel a sense of relief of for a little bit, or this could start off the draft on a bad note and bring about more pain and kill any shot I have of giving Howie the benefit of the doubt. We still got a little bit of time before then. Still got a little bit of time. See what happens. The pick is in. What we're doing is waiting for them to finish up this commercial break and get back to it. So it's most of the same commercials I've already seen. I see most of them through YouTube anyway. You know, with ads on through the videos I watch. I mean, I don't even really watch TV at all. The only time I actually watch TV, the actual television, is for live sports, and that's it. I'm not watching live television. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is, I'm usually looking at stuff online on YouTube, going through social media, reading different articles, actually going to my job, focusing on my personal responsibilities. So I'm not really looking at the TV too much. Only for live sports. That's it. I got other things in life I'm focused on. And YouTube being one of them. Okay. All right. So hopefully this pick. All right. Hopefully they'll get this commercial over with. This pick will be in soon. We'll find out who the Panthers take. They might go with the QB, but then again, looks like they might try to rally behind Sam Darnold. If that's the case, I never understood why do teams take other quarterbacks that have failed at other teams and try to make them off into their own. I never understood that. Why teams think they can succeed with other teams' failed picks. I never understood that. What team saw in that? All right.
J.C. Horn.
Oh, J.C. Horn to the Panthers. This is why I don't like it. I did not want us to trade down. This is why I did not want us to trade down. Because of this. Because we traded down. We lost on the opportunity to get J.C. Horn. Or Penei Sewell. And who knows who else we could lose out on. I mean, J.C. Horn went number 8. Who knows if Micah Parsons goes next, Patrick Surtain, Devontae Smith. Oh, man, we might be stuck in a position. I might already be upset by the time we get to number 12 at this point. I'm hoping that's not the case. Got my fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this isn't going to happen. Got my fingers crossed that the Eagles are still going to at least have the opportunity at number 12 to pick someone as a top prospect at a position of need. I'm hoping they still have the opportunity to draft someone of a position of need at number 12. I'm hoping that happens. I know. Now we got to see what the Broncos do. The Broncos might go with a Patrick Surtain here. They might be still trying to hold on to that mile-high defense. Who knows? Again, they might go for Devontae Smith. I mean, who? Might want to go for another linebacker. Micah Parsons. We could lose out on him. I mean, just hoping the Eagles still have those guys on the board. Hoping they still at least have someone on the board. All right, we'll see what the Broncos do here.
receiver and be aggressive.
All right, we're going to see what happens here. Hey, really hoping that we can at least get somebody decent. But, man, this is what, man, I still just, I had a feeling that trading back at number 12, as soon as I found out about it, I did that reaction video where I did censor a few words, but I was still like saying, what the fuck? But I censored it when I edited it. But still, yeah, this time I'm not doing any filter here. And this is exactly why I felt that way. I had a feeling, stinking feeling that we'd be worse off and we'd miss out on the opportunity. Draft a key to someone, key player in the secondary, or a key wide receiver. I mean, it could still work out in our favor by number 12, but you never know. We got to get through the Broncos. We got the Cowboys and the Giants. You know, the Cowboys and the Giants also have a lot of need, so they could draft some of those guys. I mean, 3 more picks. I mean, we already lost J.C. Horn. Who else could possibly go here? Patrick Surtain, Vontae Smith, Micah Parsons. Who else could freaking go before that? I mean, we got to at least have somebody available. We better not I'm really hoping that like Mac Jones and Justin Fields will be off the board. But now the only shot at that is the Broncos take them. So I know for sure we're not drafting a quarterback. So I know for sure we are not drafting a quarterback. All right, I'm looking to get this pick in. I want to get this number 12 pick over with, regardless. Good or bad, might as well get it over with now so we know what we're dealing with here. Because regardless, what's going to happen is going to happen. It's inevitable. There's no point in holding it off, because no matter what, it's going to happen. We're going to have to deal with whatever the Eagles do. We're going to have to deal with the consequences of trading down. No matter what happens. So I'm hoping to get it over with. Let that number 12 pick come in. And yeah, just get it over with. Just get this thing over with. That's all I'm hoping. And I'm looking at the power. I'm not going to be able to make it through the whole first round. I realize that I'm only going to be able to get so far with this thing, unfortunately. I did say it was going to be the first round, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it all the way to number 32. I'll definitely be able to get through the Eagles. I'll probably be able to get to number 15. I'm going to look to make it to the number 15 pick. So I'm definitely looking to get to the number 15 pick. Okay, so here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. It's coming up now. Okay. All right. They're showing another ad. Courtyard Marriott. All right, let's get going. All right, let's get it going, shall we? Okay, all right, here we go. Let's get this number. Let's get this pick in. All right, let's get it in. All right, Broncos pick is in. Okay, what's going to happen here? Here we go. All right. Let's go. Let's see who the Broncos take. Who else did we lose out on? Really feeling my optimism drop now. Really am. All right, so get the Broncos here. Got to deal with the. Then we got the Cowboys and the Giants. Then we got the number 12 pick. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see what happens here. Here we go. Here we go. Number 12 pick. Here we go. So, who's that? Oh, there goes Patrick Surtain. There goes the top 2 secondary guys we could have got off the board. So we lost the 2 secondary guys we could have gotten the first pick. And we lost most of our wide receivers that we could have got. So now we got to hope that Devontae Smith. We hope Devontae Smith falls to us. Or we hope that a Terrence Marshall Jr. falls to us. Now, we could maybe get the wide receiver Tony if we're looking for a wide receiver in the first round, but maybe. Then again, that would be only if we lose out. There's no Terrence Marshall Jr., no Devontae Smith. I mean, the Cowboys already got several wide receivers, so we're probably not going to have to worry about the Cowboys getting a wide receiver because I don't see why they're going to need one. They got CeeDee Lamb, they got Gallup, and they got Amari Cooper. Why would they get a wide receiver? So I don't understand that. I don't understand why they get a wide receiver. Cowboys don't need one, so we should at least have a wide receiver be available. So that should at least. So hopefully they won't take a wide receiver here, but maybe Micah Parsons they might take. Because remember Sean Lee retired, so they could be looking for his replacement. They could have changed their mind at the last minute. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens here.
And well, I tell you what, this guy is a terrific quarterback technical standpoint. I think he's the most complete player in this class. Kirk mentioned his
Okay, so here we go. This is where we get to the clutch. This is where the stakes get raised, man. Oh, all right. All I need to do is be able to make it through the number 12 pick. I might have to stop it after number 12 because my power's running low, but you know what? If we can at least make it through, get these next 2 picks through, see what happens. All right, I'll be happy with that. At least we can get through these picks. All right, let's see what happens. I'll be able to make it through. Okay, I'll be able to make it through these next 3 at least. Okay, so I'll definitely make it to the Eagles pick. Okay, so wow, we're at 1:30 already. All right. Okay. So we gotta wait for the Cowboys and Giants now. Okay, we lost J.C. Horn, lost Patrick Surtain, we lost Kyle Pitts, which we were going to lose out on anyway. We lost on Jamar Chase because he went. Man, we could have at least had more options available at number 6. We didn't trade down. I mean, we still have the rest of the draft to get those positions. We could get Israel Mukumu from the Gamecocks. maybe second, third, fourth round. So we can still get other guys. We can still get other guys defensive line. We still have the whole draft ahead of us, but really, we could look back on this a few years and hopefully it will have worked out in our favor, which I doubt it, and I am not giving the benefit of the doubt to based off recent history. But we'll have to see what happens. Okay. Whoa. We're on the clock now. We traded up with the Cowboys. Oh, snap. We're on the clock. All right. We traded up back to number 10. All right. Okay, we're at number 10. Here we go. Okay, we could get Micah Parsons, linebacker. Maybe Terrence Marshall Jr. or Devontae Smith. Those are the three guys I'll take. I'm okay with that. You take Micah Parsons, Terrence Marshall Jr., Devontae Smith. I'm cool with it. You take one of those three guys. I'll take it. Okay, so here we are, number 10. This is it. This is where it matters. Okay, here we go. Okay, this could either be a pick I'm happy with, or it could be another pick that has me shaking my head. So that, might be a rant. So it's either going to be a celebration reaction or a rant on the making, all right? Okay, here we go. Howie, you better fucking do this right, Howie. You hear me? You better do this right. You screw this up, you're never getting the benefit of the doubt from me again. This first pick sets the tone for the rest of the night. You better do this right. You hear me? Don't you dare even think about a QB. Don't do it. No, Kirk, don't go there. Don't encourage it, Kirk. Don't encourage him to draft the QB. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. Okay, so we got about a minute and a half left on that clock. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's do this. Let's get this thing right. Get it right. Oh, my God. No, don't show Justin Fields. Oh, my God. Don't show him. Oh, why are you showing Justin? Oh, come on. Don't show the QBs, man. You're getting me more anxious. Okay. Okay, Devontae Smith. Okay. Go for it. Devontae Smith, Terrence Marshall Jr., Micah Parsons. I'll take either of the three. You can get one of those three guys. I'll give that a pass. You get one of those three guys. Okay. Don't think about it. Got to be a receiver, linebacker. G-L-E-S, Eagles. Okay, here we go. Here's the climax of the night. All right, the pick's in. Climax time. Here we go. All right, here we go.
You're still talking about an elite playmaker on the edge. I mean, it's not Devontae Smith as well. There's Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle. I mean, Devontae Smith is still a game changer. I mean, absolutely an elite player, and they need a playmaker. And the one thing we haven't considered is what the Eagles go future. They haven't taken a linebacker like Micah Parsons from Penn State. They've taken a linebacker since the 70s.
Okay. Here we go. You better do it right. Tony, you better get this shit right. You better do it right. All right, you better. Here it goes. All right, get it over with. Get it over with. Just get it over with. Come on, make the announcement. I want to get it over with. Good part about us getting up is it gets it over with. All right, here we go.
The Dallas Cowboys have traded the 10th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 10th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Devontae Smith.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. A wide receiver that was considered a top prospect, drafted with our first pick. Holy smokes, what a concept. We drafted a top prospect for once. Holy smokes. Howie Roseman, you saved the benefit of the doubt. You saved getting the benefit of the doubt for me. You're still on thin ice with me, Mr. Roseman, but I'll at least give you a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. On thin ice, but hey, you picked the top prospect wide receiver while I was on the board. Good job, Eagles. You did it right. Okay. And then the Giants are on next, and oh darn, my power's running a little low. So I'm unfortunately not going to be able to make it through the entire first round. However, I at least got to react to the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going to take this thing upstairs. Give my final thoughts here. Eagles, you got lucky. You got fucking lucky tonight, okay? I was prepared for more pain. I was prepared to go on a rant. I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen. But Howie Roseman, he actually bothered. He actually bothered to pick a top prospect that's still on the board. Now, does that mean that Devontae Smith is going to work out? Time will tell. But finally, for once, the Eagles, when in position to draft a top prospect, finally did it. They've actually made a move that fit a position of need that made sense. Like I said, you take either Devontae Smith, Terrence Marshall Jr., or Micah Parsons. They took Devontae Smith, so I'm happy with it. Howie Roseman, you're temporarily going to get the benefit of the doubt from me. So now Devontae Smith pans out. Jalen Hurts will have a top receiver to work with this season. That could definitely help out our offense, give our offense a much-needed spark. Obviously, we still have other positions in need. We still need to get linebacker. We still need to get the secondary. We still need to work on the line this draft. But at least we got one player of a position of need that at least gives us some hope for this season. At least gives us some hope that our offense will be in better shape. But I'm only going to be doing a live one for the first round. But I'll definitely be doing reactions to picks. So yeah, definitely. I'm not going to be, when I say reaction to picks, I'm going to be doing, so I'll be reacting to it once the draft is over. So once the draft is over, I will do a summary of the draft, of what I thought was good, and what we did right, what I think we could have done better with. So I'll give a summary of the draft, and I'll give an overall grade once the draft is over. And what I'm going to do is, tomorrow, I will be uploading a video giving my reaction to the pick. But I'm so happy. I am so happy that we drafted a player for a position of need. I'm so happy we got Devontae Smith. I'm happy we didn't screw up that badly. I mean, I was really upset when we traded down thinking we were going to miss out. But actually, we traded back up to get in the top 10, so we really didn't miss out. So that trade ended up actually being worth it. Because we get an extra first-round pick next year, and we still got a player for a position of need. So we could actually be a potential winner from this. Even though I thought we had screwed over when we first made the trade down, turns out it could actually work out in our favor. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you, Howie Roseman, for actually drafting a top prospect while they're on the board. Thank you, Howie, for finally making that decision. So thank you for that, Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be still paying attention to the draft. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a reaction video once the draft is over, grading all the picks, giving my grade about the draft. But yeah, Philadelphia Eagles, thank you for making the right pick here. Thank you for drafting a position of need. And that's all I'm going to say. So Philadelphia Eagles, you saved a lot of us heart attacks. You saved a lot of riots on the street. You saved a lot of loud yelling and disrupting the neighbors. So thank you for that. You got the first pick right. Now keep that momentum up the remainder of the draft. And I'm going to end this stream here. As I said, my power is running out. But I'm still going to be watching. I'm definitely going to do a recap video at the end of the draft, giving my grade on the draft. And that's that. Nicky Steve signing off, and I'm out.